Bobo. Come on down.
Good morning! It is Sunday morning, almost 9 o'clock. Jared just left for work, and I am inspired to make a smoothie. I have not been the best at my daily eating habits, I would say. Like the last couple days, I'll make a latte in the morning, which I did do, am working on. This isn't a bad part of the day. And then I'll like snack on a piece of Dave's bread, have some yogurt or something throughout the day, and then I don't really have a major meal until afternoon, and I'm just like, that's not good, because at that point then I'm reaching for things that are just like easy and quick and maybe not the best for me. So this morning when he left, I was like, I'm hungry, what am I gonna eat? Thinking of all my snacky things, and I was like, no, smoothie, we're making a smoothie. So that's what we're doing. Let me grab those things real quick and then we'll continue on. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Claire, and I'm kind of thinking now maybe I'll do a little what I eat in a day with you. We'll see. We'll see if I throw in all of the meals. Otherwise, it'll just be some of the things I eat in a day. We'll see how much filming happens. But I do definitely know. Let me grab some water. Empty water pitcher in the fridge. That has Jared written all over it. Move in, don't do that. Foxley. Alright, well I can't do anything till this is done, so I'll give that a moment. And then I used to measure it in a like little, and cats are knocking over things. I used to measure it in my half cup measuring cup, and then I was like, duh, this has measuring marks on it. It's literally, I mean, kind of hard to see, but it's got the cups written on it. So I've stopped measuring it in a side container. But as I was going to say, I did get the rest of my Typology order in. So I want to share that with you guys. And I figure I will do that after I shower and do my face and use it all today. That way I can even more talk about it. I've used, I think actually all of the items at least once or twice, and then because one of them is a toner and then one of them is also another like liquidy type thing, I needed to buy new reusable cotton pads. Not cotton pads, they're bamboo, so face rounds, I guess Google calls them. But I need to get more of those, so I'll show you which ones I got. I really like them. I was before using the, I think the company, it's like Last Item or something. So I liked the idea of those ones, but in actuality, I wasn't the biggest fan. I've already composted them, so I unfortunately can't show them to you, but that is a plus of the bamboo ones for the most part. They're always going to be compostable. Typically, it'll say it on the product though also, just to like double make sure. So I composted the other ones, which I'd easily had for over a year, so they definitely got their good use out of them. So these are my cloud paper reusable paper towels, and they're kind of this material, the face rounds. So when they dry out, they get very brittle, and then you have to completely soak it with water to reinvigorate them to use them. I felt like I was losing my product in the water on the face round, and so I really like these ones that I got that are just a different kind of material. I don't need to hydrate them to wake them up, and they do a good job. So I will share this with you later. Hi, Lumian. Hi. You can't see him, but Foxley just went up there, and then Joe is also on top of the loft. But my water is filtered, so I'm gonna get this going. Yeah, I won't dive, into the full smoothie thing. If you guys want to know what's in my smoothie, let me know. But I've said it so many times in videos that people, I'm sure, are like, girl, give me something else. There's Joe. There he is. Just gonna do this while I chat with you guys. I walked to Oliver's Market yesterday and I got some silken tofu so I can retry my recipe for chocolate tofu mousse, because I have a recipe that I shared and one of the times I remade it, it just did not turn out well. So I'm like, why did it not turn out well? So I want to try it again before I put that recipe like up on my website for a blog. And then I also got Oatly yogurt just to have it. I really like their plain yogurt and I might try it with a recipe that I've been meaning to make, but it typically calls for a Greek yogurt, and the Oatly yogurt that I have isn't really Greek yogurt consistency, but it would be good to at least try it with it. That way I have a good frame of point reference, so maybe I'll make it anyways. Don't think I'll make it today because I need an orange to make them. It's like one of the main ingredients. So we'll see if I walk to the grocery store. Apple Jared grabs it on the way home, or we do it on the days off tomorrow. I'll figure it out. But I did make my apple muffins, apple bread, apple bars, however you want to look at it. Whatever really container you make it in dictates what you call them. But it was so good. It almost had the look of monkey bread, like a pull apart monkey bread, because it was so chunky, and it's way more apples than flour mixture and bread mixture. So I found it so funny when I made it, but it was so good. I have an old video where I made these and I wanted to remake them, do a new video, get the recipe on my website also. So if you guys want to check it out, it's I made the oatmeal yogurt cranberry orange bar things that I plan to make, and then also this apple bread I made in a very old video. So old. If you guys want a little giggle, feel free to watch it. And it's at my old townhouse in San Elijo in San Diego, where I used to live. Foxley just opened the bathroom door. And so I don't know if you guys want to see my townhouse or the area I used to live in. I walked to the grocery store and like that's in the video too, so whatever. I don't know, it's kind of fun. So I'm gonna remake those recipe videos and make sure the recipes are on point. This is all that's left. It was so good. So who needs a lid, right? Who needs a lid? But that was the beginning of my yesterday, and then later on in the day, I worked on a couple blogs that I had that were almost ready to go. They were like 85% done, and I just kept pushing off when they were scheduled to go out, and I was like, you know, I just need to do it. So I have one that it's in correlation with my cat safe indoor plants, so I now have a blog to go with that on my website, and then also 10 questions for your tiny house builder. So I also match that with a post on the website, and I have a recipe that goes along with the Irish pot pie that I did. If you haven't checked out my website, it's just aliciaclaire.net. AliciaClaire.com was taken, even though there's not really a website there. Whatever, not to confuse you. AliciaClaire.net. So that's where it is if you want to check it out. If you haven't checked it out, I have linked a bunch of the different things I use, from what we use to installing things in our tiny house, the cabinet pull handles in our tiny house, to everything for the cats, everything in the kitchen, everything for vegan, cruelty-free personal care products, eventually including my Typology things. Because I know I'm talking about that today, because they're not on the website yet. But everything's a work in progress. So yesterday, good productive day. Today, a little chiller, but gonna be good starting off with a smoothie. So it looks ridiculous now. The powders, the chai, the flax, the stuff in here. So now let me weigh out the fruitsies, blend it up, and drink it. Also, I cannot let this moment pass without showing you the setup that I've got going on here. I feel like it is hilarious with my measuring cup that is somehow magically staying there. So, well, my phone literally just died. Let's see if it took that photo for me to show you on the video. So we are showered, smoothied, vitamined, and good to go. I have grabbed my Typology products that I got in my most recent order. I've been using Typology for a couple months now, and I have loved all of their products. They all feel really good, really clean, and they seem pretty equivalent price-wise with other skincare companies that I purchase from, like Youth to the People. So I wanted to make sure that everything I said was very accurate, so I did look up the little blurb for each of the products. But the first one I wanted to start with was this guide, because it's the only one I did not use today. In the cream tube is a evening face moisturizer. So I did not pay as close of attention as I could have when purchasing this, because this moisturizer is intended to be used 1 or 2 times a week, because you can apply it in one of 2 ways. You can either put it on as an evening moisturizer, do a thin layer, massage it into your skin, or you can do a thicker layer, keep it on for, I think it's like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, semi-thick layer for 15 minutes. Remove the excess with a tissue before massaging your skin to enhance its absorption. So it is very mask-like. And like I said, they only want you to use it once or twice a week. But when I bought it, I thought I was buying an evening moisturizer I could wear every single night. So at the moment, I'm just using my other moisturizer morning and the other evenings, but I will be looking for another one that I can use in the evenings to alternate from this, possibly. Anywho, this is the Firming Night Mask with organic prickly pear. Nourish and help regenerate weakened skin with this visibly toning mask made from botanical actives. Active ingredients: prickly pear, shea butter, immortelle essential oil, and like I said, all of these are organic, vegan, cruelty-free. Love that. So the first of the Typology products that I actually did use today in my skin routine was this toner. It is an even complexion toner. It says addresses uneven skin tone, target blemishes and associated redness, and refine skin texture with this soothing niacinamide toner. Another thing I love about this company is that for the most part, on the back of the products, they try to give you a good amount of information to help guide you in your skincare routine. For example, this one on the back says unifying toner, so you know that it's helping to even out your complexion. It is unifying. And then it says apply a few drops on a cotton and apply on clean and dry face AM and PM. So I love that I don't have to just wonder, like, when should I use this? What do I need to do with it? I don't need to necessarily look it up on the website, which I do end up doing a lot of the time because I forget sometimes. I want to make sure that I'm like using what I should, when I should, how I should. So I love that they mention that. And it might not have all the descriptors that you want on the back of it, but they'll have the general phrase, whether it's a hydrating item, a blemish item, or whatever it is that you know that you're grabbing the right thing, and you don't have to just remember from whatever their title is exactly its purpose. Because, you know, sometimes things have cute titles or scientific titles, and you're like, I don't know what that means. So I really like that about them. The second item that I used from that order is the Organic Cornflower Hydrolate. Soothes the skin and deep puffs under eyes. This hydrolate is obtained by steam distillation of organic cornflowers. And with both of those, as you saw, I did use my new bamboo face rounds, which has been such a nice change. This is the box they came in. I got them on Amazon, so I'll have that linked along with all the other Typology products linked down below for you guys. It comes with a set of 20 and then also a little bag to wash them in. So they're just much thinner of a material that they absorb well, but it's not like taking all your product. It's readily available at the top of the pad to apply to your skin. I haven't had any go through the full washer dryer cycle. I actually have some in the washer right now that I will be drying once I'm done with this video, you know, sound. So I will update you after I have had them go through the wash a couple times for how they keep their feel, but I'm very hopeful. They're very different from other ones I've used, and I think that it shall go quite well. Next item was my blemish serum. This one definitely has a much oilier consistency than I'm used to with all of their other pipette items, so just a little thing to note. This is a gentler alternative to retinol and is adapted for oily skin typologies prone to breakouts and blemishes. And your girl here, prone to breakouts and blemishes. Last but not least for my order is their moisturizer. They have so many moisturizers. This one is the Nourishing Moisturizer, which is not as thick as the evening face mask. This active rich hyaluronic acid moisturizer restores suppleness and comfort to dry, tight skin. There are larger descriptions for all these products on their website, but I just wanted to give their quick, generic kind of what each of them is about. And as I said, I really enjoy using all of these. I will update you as things go for how I feel my skin changing, things that I continue to use, maybe I don't want to use anymore. We'll see how it goes. And then also, friendly reminder, when you buy from their website, there are 2 different purchasing tier brackets where if you spend, I think it's like $75 and then $120 or something very similar to that, once you hit those dollar amounts, they give you a free product. And even the ones that are mini, they last a long time. I still have one of my first ones in there that I got. So I think that's really cool, really worth it. And they change those out from time to time. So I am getting a little hungry. I know I just made a smoothie, but it's actually almost 2 now. I think I'm just gonna whip up some pinto beans that we have in the fridge. Made those a couple days ago. Mix in some salsa, cashew cheese, and then some corn tortillas on the side. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. But thank you guys for hanging out for this time that we've been chilling together. I hope you got some good information if you're looking for any vegan, cruelty-free skincare products. So, I don't know. Let me know if you try anything. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? I've got lots of videos coming out on Tuesdays and Fridays. And right now, I'm working on my first goal of 1,000 subscribers. I want to hit that by definitely the end of the year. So, I would really appreciate it. Honestly, every little bit does make a big difference. So, thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.